Hello everyone, welcome back to another part of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 base game, this time finally done a feature redeemed. So, quick addendum, I did make a note in the description, but since I know nobody reads those, I did record another video after the story. It was a very long video. It would have easily been the longest video in the Xenoblade 3 thing, like it was like 10 hours long. YouTube didn't like that video. Like, they didn't tell me at first. Like, the first 2 weeks it was uploaded, because I had these backlogged way in advance, because I really wanted to go through Feature Redeemed. Like, the first 2 weeks it was fine. So, like, I got rid of the video because, you know, the file was massive. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, they just suddenly decided they don't like it. It's not even like it was a copyright claim or strike. No, they just took it down. I'm not sure why. It was just corruption error or something. So it was gone. And that last part was like everything else in Future Redeemed. So like it was all the remaining enemies, all the remaining side quests. The only thing I could really go back and do maybe would be like the super bosses, but I've got like the level 99 profile now with everyone, so it's like I'd just curb stomp all of them. Even if I reduce my level down, I still have stuff like the enhanced weapons and everything, so like I would tear through everything. Maybe the level 90 boss would still give me issues, because that was the only one that gave me a bit of trouble. Like, even the level 100 enemy, though, like, nah, I beat it first try, no issues. I do not know what the internet's talking about when they say that one's hard. I really don't. It has an annoying gimmick, but as long as your healers are doing their job and you have enough people that can revive, like, nah, it's easy. Honestly, I'd say it's probably the easiest of the super bosses if your level's high enough. Like, even easier than level 60. Like, it is not hard at all. But, yeah, that's about all you really have to add on that front. I mean, there is some other stuff I've just found out over time, because, you know, it's been close to a month since I recorded those. Because, again, I really wanted to blitz through Feature Redeemed. I liked it a lot. I said it multiple times. Like, don't get me wrong, I like base Xenoblade 3. There's a reason I came back to this even now. But I liked Feature Redeemed so much better. Like, if I could have had the full game of that and this been the DLC, I would have much rather have had that. Like, no contest. And it's not even just like the fan service stuff, it's just like the game in general I thought was more fun. Like, there was some stuff too, like, I ragged on this 4 actors for a good chunk of the game, and I'm so sorry, I don't remember her name. Like, the person that played Glimmer, like, I assumed it was the same person that did Xenoblade 2. No, it's not. It's someone else. She was doing a really good impression. At the point where I couldn't tell the difference. Although it kind of begs the question, then, like, why they didn't just bring her back. I can't imagine she was asking for a particularly high paycheck. She's a relative unknown. I don't know, maybe she's more popular in Britain, but I kind of doubt it. Since I do follow a lot of those circles, and I have not seen her show up anywhere. Like, Jenna Coleman, she is not. I'll just say that. At least as far as the reputation is concerned. I thought you'd be so busy after being reputed, huh? I still have to pull off dealing with these bones rotting in the camp till later. It's probably for the best if you stayed away from the camp for the time being. If you go to probably cause you a fuss.
Oh, so that's how they're doing it.
Sorry, that's been bugging me since I started this. I had to read it. And, I think if there's anything else. So, this isn't necessarily something that's right or wrong. It's just something that's kind of interesting. So, like, in that last video I actually did upload, I was going crazy because I thought they were canonizing Xenoblade X. Well, some people believe that. Some people think it's actually referring to Gears. Others still think that it's referring to Saga. And basically everyone else just seems to think that everything else is just cute references, so nobody can really agree who's right. Like, I think the prevailing theory is mostly that it's Saga stuff, but I also think that a lot of that is just because the popular YouTubers are saying that it's Saga, and not that there's any particularly strong evidence. It just says that it is.
What are you hiding, little
This is
guy?
valuable. I'll hang on to it.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Not on stuff driving now. I'm sorry, it's been so long. It's been recording for over 5 minutes, and I was just talking about the 2 parts of feature review, one of the which I didn't even get to upload because of YouTube deleting it. It's like, I could take a copyright claim or strike, even. I wouldn't be happy with it, but I could at least understand that. I don't know what happened here. I can only assume, just like I mentioned before, the video file was pretty big. Like, maybe they just didn't want to process it. It's not impossible. Ugh. I'm sorry for rambling. I'll try to make this a longer part to make up for it. I do remember I said I was going to try to finish Agnus Castle here, or at least work on it. So, there is a side quest here. Over there, yes. Is this going to trigger as soon as I go over there? No, it doesn't. Hey, Gondor! I met your great grandfather. Had a very fascinating name. This is Matthew. I'm sorry, that name's still funny. You can't tell me it's not. Just giving him a boring, generic name. Whatever. Why get the feeling you a bunch of no-marks are going to miss this stunt right up? Let me take along. Gondor, you just haven't allowed these little digs lately. You got a skeeter in your slacks or something. No, that's not lately. That's literally how she's been since you met. That's just how she acts. Oh, shut it, will ya? Oh, you lot. Yes, we just talked to you. Hi. What are you up to, Gondor? Well, this chump here was just saying he wanted to pick me brains about something. I'm not Seeker yet. No, you wouldn't let me. Okay, so what you got for me, Seeker? Maybe something big if you're down to bother me, huh? Oh, that's right. The thing is, people from the prison camp are getting ready to head back to the city right now. Oh, you said no goes back, huh? Oh, that's right. That's gonna be welcome, surely. They're going home to the city. Oh, it is for sure. But here's the rub. There are so many of them, we can't get them back with Levin's transports only. So we're going to use a boat to get them to the Fairview Cape. Oh, I gotcha. You want me to set up to bring them in front of theirs, is that right? Yeah, right. I've sourced the boat from logistics already. I guess you got the gist now. You can leave details to you. Donnie from supply team's usually right on top of things. I'm sure she can fill you when it comes to final points. Alright, you can't get all that, mate. If anyone tries to meet, I have the right to my small deal. Condor? Don't fully trust this thought. Oh, yeah, you understand, don't you, dog? Yeah, painfully aware she is. Even so, if you think of the pros and cons, I think you'll agree it's a good deal for you, too. But you guys went heading out there for me. You just left. Looks like you already wrote in that, well, whatever. Should be easy enough. I'm sure that if somebody keep their hands on that job will get done in no time at all. Right, leaving it with you then. Dinner request, going home.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I talked to Darnie, wherever Darnie is. Cadencia Regional, joy. Gonna be another one of these. Oh, right, yeah. Wow, it's really been a while. Forgot that I have to open it from here. Alright, Cadencia region. Alright, where are you hiding? You're over here. I do not have a convenient warp for you. That is the closest thing to it. Okay, as soon as it wants to load, load times. Come on. Hey there, big sword. Like, it was big in Xenoblade 1, but I swear it's bigger here. Like, it's absolutely massive. Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. The usual moderate amount of coping. I've never been here. I guess I never went here. I could have sworn I did. I guess that was on my other playthrough. Well, okay then. Okay, let's go. We came here with some instructions from Sika. Ah, this is about the boat, right? Going forward with the preparations now. Is there anything we need to do to help? Actually, yes. Could you open the floodgate? Got our hands full getting ready for the lunch right now. I'll find the Panafoot in the control facility. The former prisoners are all waiting in the harbour. Well, that's all we need to do. It'll be done in no time at all. Okay. There. How'd my boat get in here? The Knot Boundary. That's what I kept calling it, but that wasn't the name. I'm not even sure where I got that name from. Alright, former prisoners. Slowly open the door. Okay, going home.
Rain on the horizon, I suspect.
Of course, there's no convenient bridge I can just cross. Wouldn't that be nice?
This cloth is much too absorbent.
Right, getting up there. Just dawned on me I could have just warped over here. Ah, fiddlesticks. Okay, so it's open now. Well, thanks a million for that. It's massive help. So is everything good now? Not quite. Technically, this would be for the lowest number set if it not ours, but... Oh yeah, well, it's not something I asked for, I'll tell you that. What kind of rich been up to? Completely valid question. I ain't arguing you for some junk. So when is the question lost numbers then? Oh, that would have been me, Gondor. Oh, you, Donna. Well, what's the story then? What do we gotta do now? I'd like you to clear the monsters in the Fairview Keep. We're bringing everyone back. It could be a pretty hit. We get the monsters there. Of course. It's our pleasure. Well, why don't you want to fight yourself? Oh, trust me. I'm not on your trail. With the lord from the prison camp in tow. Understood. So, I'll leave it up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't present a major problem from the likes of you. Yeah, Donna's doing a smart cookie, alright. Takes care of her own job, nothing else. Well, that's the situation. Let's get out of it. Then, under those monsters. Alright, let's go. I just realized 4,000 M's. Okay, now we're warping. I'm not traveling that far. I don't know. Give me a warp point nearby. That would be the closest one. So I'm sorry if I sounded a little scatterbrained in the last couple minutes. The reason for that is because I was looking up where I got the stupid boundary name from. So it's like, it's gotta be something. Apparently, Boundary is what the ship is called. Originally, the name changes when you upgrade it. So it goes from Boundary to Bravery. It's just two different ships. That doesn't make any sense. Not at all. How do I get out of here? Oh, it's A. Not the first button I would have picked, or even the second or third, honestly, but okay. Because everyone had 65. I think I can level everyone up to like 80 or so. I'm almost at the point of just saying F it, just do it, but not there yet.
They're on us. Orders?
Also, it makes it faster to level up.
I got something for you.
This'll keep me going.
This is the Nia class. It's not really acting like Nia. Like, the Melia class at least had the mechanics that Melia didn't see in Xenoblade 1. This does not have Nia's from 2 at all. What am I locking on to do? Lock off the wrong thing again.
Come on, we were just getting started.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Hey. Again!
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
I'm gonna take this one off too while I'm at it. There we go. Now we got 2 Angries. CR to use. Everyone is being like just R. This is probably why I kept changing targets and being confused.
Don't just assume they're pushovers.
Alright, get it over with. Oriole, make this quick.
Can't let you show me up, Noah.
Come here. I got something for you.
This'll keep me going.
Unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall. This isn't worth our time.
Try not to waste too much effort on this.
Oriole, show us what you got, Senna. Come here. I got something for you.
You didn't disappoint. That was
Another one.
spectacular.
And I
7 out of 11.
MVP.
You know what? Just aggro all 4 of them. They're pushovers.
Show us what you got, Senna. I got something for you.
This'll keep me going.
Where's the 4th one? Oh, you're way. No, I'm not fighting that one. Never mind. I'll just fight these 3. The last one's too far away. I'm gonna de-aggro them if I try.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
I guess Tyon didn't have anything to say to that.
It has to be done. Come here, I got something for you. Show us what you got, Senna.
There it goes. Oh, it's pretty strange feeling, ain't it? To think we'll be heading back to the city. It's all thanks to you guys. Actually, I wasn't just okay with all the preparations. Yeah, but I do have a really good on think about the future. Yeah, well, that's wise, I think. Well, aren't you going to board the boat? We'll be back to Agnus Castle. That's only stuff to handle since Anton's coped it. It's a really serious person, you know. I think I need to do as much as I can of what he left undone. I can understand that. You guys go with them. So tell when my pop during transit. Oh, we got it. Take care of them. We got them. They're going. Okay, they're in your hands now.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Alright, I think my Lance voice might have just turned into the Matthew one over that last month. They were already really close. Like, it was basically just Lance and Tyon next. So, might have to readjust those two. Much stuff. Your preparation's complete. Let's go! Yeah, we're ready. Don't skip the cutscene, or else you're gonna skip the cutscene when you arrive in the city. That's very important. It's bizarre, but that's how it works. Those flashing lights look like a graphics glitch. I don't think they are. Yeah, like, now they're fully on. I think it was intentional, but it looks like there's just a texture glitch on it. And it's flashing. Let's land slowly for a cutscene that might not even exist. In fact, it probably doesn't. Why am I doing this again? Pain, agony, the endless now. Hey, there was a cutscene! It wasn't a waste of time! It was just mostly a waste of time. Oh, back in the city at last. Yeah, we all broke in the big juicy broccoli after all this time. Thank you, we only made it back here because of you. It was because you hung in there too. You made it here because you gave up when it got tough. Hey, I guess you're right. Good to be seeing you. Just look at the condor and the rest for us, won't you? Yeah, we got you. Quest complete. The returning lost numbers have safely made it home. Gondor and Donna have remained in the castle.
There's been a change in colony relations.
There's been a change, but it's still not even 2 stars yet. Are all the quests gonna come from that seeker person? Because nobody else there had a quest. Alright, well, let's head back to Agnus. Well, stay left this time. Oh, there's an eye here. Agnes will be not trustworthy as usual. I've got a clue what's going on inside their heads. Remember, you are. I think it's spicy speaking like that in the territory. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. It's like you're literally at their castle. Seekers rumors. What if those crazy strong guys, the ones that were locked up at the prison for youngs? Yeah, gee, those guys look over in the internal security will be running ragged if they ever manage to get out. Castle prisoners, so there's at least 2 more of these. It's just the kind of time I'd like those guys to be here, but alas. Oh, Tom was there and John Doe looked up deep inside the prison after all. Won't be seeing Data anytime soon. What kind of bonkers outfits are those 2 wearing? I feel like yours isn't too bad, but the girls is wild. Like, that is some Xenoblade 2 blade nonsense if I've ever seen it. Like, what is that blue thing in your ears? Like, that doesn't seem like it's based on anything or anyone. It's just sort of there. Did you hear Nagin arranged us to vote? Arrange us to vote to the city. Oh, I heard some girl called Seeker, right? Or did he go and do something false that wouldn't benefit him in any way? Seeker's rumors.
And now we know things.
But now you need to gossip about it. It's very important. Oh, but first, hi, random person. What a marvelous place this is. We're just sweeping this aside. It's joys to people in the city and the Agnus walking home and on. I could see her getting on. I admit the Agnus have been rather wary of my presence. I can hardly blame them for that. City folk can be a boorish bunch. They've been far more accommodating on the whole. I was pleasantly surprised. Alright, I saw Gondor back here and you have a thing to say, unfortunately. We got the most of our last numbers safely back to the city now. I'll take care of things here. I gotta round up the rest of this race. Okay, well, I mean... Actually, we just... Yeah, I can just do it here, I think.
I've been craving some downtime.
Let's discuss things there. Alright, so Castle Prisoners and Secret Rumors, these are both important for this. Let's go with Secret Rumors for now, because that's tied to what we were just working on.
Let's have a little huddle up.
That rumor that we heard about Sika, the guy who spoke to Gondor. Yes. Seems the people of the city don't trust him. They don't understand his motives. Well, in a way it's understandable. The situation is what it is. There's no easy fix for it. I noticed the immortal vampire over there. Like, I haven't forgotten about you, and how you didn't explain how you're just don't die ever. There's a fan theory around based on one of Linka's lines that feature named, but it's honestly it's hollow at best. There's the whole Nopon thing that was just driving me up a wall, which then honestly might be the biggest casualty of losing that 10-hour part, because I had like a really lengthy thing where I was debunking the stupid rumors I was going around at the time that Nopons don't have ages. Like, no, but that's stupid. There's so many Nopon, even just here in base Xenoblade 3, that have ages. You can very easily check them on the affinity chart. Like, the only one I would maybe believe is somehow special would be the Nopon Archsage, and that's some stupidly powerful character. It's just, there's a joke. In an alternate universe like that, nobody cares about the Nopon Archsage in any serious capacity. When you talk to him, he did strike me as, like, industrious, I guess. Diligent in it. Did a fair bit to help when they were sending those numbers back to the city and all that. Oh, well, whichever it was, it seemed. We got the bone to pick of the city, we got to nip that in the bud. Fair point. But we make some inquiries to seek them. Yes, sir, and the acne and Samantha and something. Aight, sorted. Let's do it then. Seeker's true intent. It's like, how did you know I just wanted to conquer the world? I'm sure that's definitely what we're going to do, right? Alright. There's 4 info fragments we need, and I guess they want me to talk to Suna here for the first one. You want to know about Sika? Sure, I don't mind. I mean, there's something really to tell. I can see serious at his work. That's that, I suppose. Doesn't seem like the higher-ups liked him enough to. Got no awards, if I'm remembering right.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I'm gonna have to talk again. And looks like the others are all in the Cadencia region. Pain! So much pain. They're all gonna be up here, aren't they? Yep. Just warp here and like run it in a straight line. Why do these people even know Seeker? This isn't even the same map. Alright. Oh crap, I accidentally turned on how to walk. I'm trying to open the map. I really wasn't over here if I didn't even have this map data. It's you again, Darny. It all comes together. Oh, I was Seeker, yeah. I know, Mel. We were on the same team. For the longest time, he was to be a straight shooter. Total of a serious nerd, nothing like he is no. Since the clock got smashed, he's a lot more proactive and full on, but I like him way better now. What's different then? That's exactly how he acts.
Let's use this to get ahead.
Oh, they're gonna make you wait on the elevator. Well, if they're gonna make you wait on that, I'm gonna go grab these doodads while it's coming down. Don't worry, it's still, yeah, like, still waiting.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Hasn't arrived yet. It's almost here. That might be the slowest elevator I've ever seen. Like, I feel like I could, like, if I could like get up somewhere faster by taking the stairs than by using the elevator. Like, there's literally no point other than just pure laziness. I guess if you have like really heavy cargo you have to deliver, that'd be like the only other exception. But don't feel like that's because like that whole ramp right there. I think that's what's meant for the heavy cargo. But in hindsight, I really should have just ridden that up. Almost there. So, okay. On with these long, empty not how common these were in this game. But Future Redeemed had big areas, but I wouldn't call them empty. These areas are pretty empty, if I'm being honest. There's always something around every turn, you know. Well, Sika, he used offensive command over Lambda for a long time too. Oh, is that so? Should I bring Izzard or whatever his name is out then? To be fair, he did get used to internal affairs, so I guess no worries about friends in high places. Alright, one more to talk to. I've only really got the gem DLC lady because when else use her basically? Like, I've never used her since, you know, she didn't exist when I was doing DLP the first time. Alright, you're probably over here. Hi, hello. I remember Sika saying he won't do something about the roast. Don't busy their feelings towards us. It was like, I don't know how to go. We gotta find a way to work together and move past it. Alright. I have a sneaking suspicion they're gonna want me to go back to Agnus Castle after this, so I'm just gonna beat them to the punch and warp there ahead of time. Alright. Can't believe they're making me do another thing just to unlock the mission. Seeker's identity.
A moment of your time?
From what we've been hearing, seems he understands the problems affecting Agnus Castle as a whole. It's also said, to be a diligent worker, nobody seemed to wish him ill. Alright, sure, he was in the prison camp for a reason, right? Things can't be that simple. I do initially suspect there might have been something motivating Seeker's actions, but no longer seems likely. You see, you say that, I now have suspicions, purely because of the third person. The you have friends in high places thing. There you go. That's his problem. You have a whole bunch of people from both from Keves and from the city. Yeah, they're not going to take too kindly to that. Alright, thanks to you and Dot, he's thinking about moving things in a more positive direction. He's working hard to reform this place. Don't you think we could send him a hand? Well, since he seems to, it's worth having a chat with at least, even if nothing comes of it. Yeah, to make amends to lost numbers, then it's definitely worth a try. So go talk to Sika then. So we're all doing what we should have done in the first place. Fantastic.
Alright, let's get going. Time's a wasted.
Wait, I have to know. If I swap out my hero for what's his name, will anything change?
Let's
Him.
walk the path ahead together.
I have to know. Like, they mention him by name. Well, okay, they didn't mention him by name, but they said, like, the leader of Lambda, which, that's him.
I see some familiar faces here.
Yeah, I'm sure you do!
You have friends in high places.
You are in high places! It'd be weird if you didn't have friends in high places. Huh? What are you lot up to? Well, we won't talk to Sika. Perfect timing then. Why, Sika? Get these stacks and Okio to help you, would ya? Huh? What's this about now? Well, I've been thinking. I'd like to transport some of the provisions from Agnus Castle up to the city. Provisions? Now there's a golden idea. Okay, but why? What's in it for Agnus? I'm not sure there'd be a clear payoff for us, however. Here's the thing. When the fake queen was revealed, I saw consuls from Keves standing there. Made me feel sick. All the things I thought were right. The moment, that instant, I saw just how mistaken I'd been. Mistakes need to be corrected, even if it takes my entire remaining life. You live to a biological age of 20. And a mental age of 10. And given your physical appearance, I cannot imagine you are younger than... You are 16 at the youngest. So which means you have 4 years left tops. And I'm willing to bet you're probably over the 18 mark. Would not be surprised if he was on your last turn. Can't see your mark from this angle, but it's my suspicion. So I want to give seeds too. Hope it'll make you stronger and I hope I can some strength to pain you. Oh, dude, you gotta make me bald! Eh, okay? Yes, this is most gracious. First, we appreciate everyone to go back to the city. Then I figured why not since provisions next. I mean, look at that strength for girl, though. Well, my lady, what do you say? We always see great quantities of food to get by. Whose fault is that, do you reckon? You're born as a bit of a man. I mean, is that really fair to him now? He's not even in the city. In any case, you could stand to have a bit more food, surely. Just like we'd have it, we have plenty here. If you get them processed to be more shelf-stable, and make for good portable meals, too. Well, sounds like it'd be quick going if you're pitching as well. Yes, if you could, we'd also appreciate if you could collect whatever's missing and leave it with Darnie. Oh, and then you say people can take it from there. Yes, that would be fantastic, thanks. Well, there's the long and short of it. We thank you all for your assistance. You'll have a rest easy. We're going farming in the Cadencia region again, and you had nothing to say to your old friend. Please ask Darnie about the revisions to be used into the city. Oh no, take this. Hopefully it'll make up a shortfall. Oh, you actually get some stuff for talking to you again. Okay, well, glad I did now. Okay, first of all, since you did nothing, I'm going back to putting you on.
It all comes down to this.
Alright. So much collecting. I shouldn't be surprised anymore. It's just what the game is now. It's just a warping simulator between the 2 points. I don't even know why Agnus Castle is on a separate map from Cadencia. Cadencia is already huge. Could have easily fit this tiny little sliver of Agnus Castle in there to boot. I can't imagine it would have been pushing things much more than it already is. I guess the real issue would have been trying to access it on foot. Is there anything about having to access it on foot? Plenty of ways you could have made that work. The Seeker's gotten in touch. Hear about the provisions. We don't have quite enough for the transport to the city, so we need a bit of help to get them together.
Is this what you wanted?
If you don't have enough to send, why are you sending them? Yo, the +7s are a no-brainer. There you go. I got provisions request. Thanks, Munchies! You're so kind to give Seeker the good news. We're going back to Agnus Castle! Yay! I love the warping simulator. Backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Hi, Seeker. Yeah, it had bothered me for a while, like there's something else I want to do. Yeah, there was. Well, whatever, I can do it when I'm done talking here. And we finished collecting the food and handed it all over. Thanks so much, I'm glad I turned to you for help. Oh, done knowing friends, always quick to aid. It's marvelous! Even in a difficult situation like this one, we'll try to move forward. I believe that when we work together, we can achieve almost anything. I think so too. We're always ready to do our part. Have something really I would say, innit? I want to look elsewhere next time you say something poor like that. No, she's looking in the right direction. But yeah, it's a good line. You're going to let me believe it. I think you're all going to live up to the trust you placed in me. Quest complete! Aware of the truth of the castle, Seeker was trying to correct past wrongs. Looks like Gondor believes him too. Gleaming Metal ×1 is what I got.
So that's how they're doing.
Hey, I'm up to 2 stars now. Well, let me open the thing because I got the affinity level message. There it goes. Okay. First off, I want to find out what the items I just got. What? No, none of these. What? Oh, Gleaming Metal. Yeah, this. Extends days duration by 29%. It's not nothing, but I'm not going to equip someone with that just because. And the other thing I wanted to check on, affinity chart. I want to find what this guy's age is. Seeker. 9th term, so 19. Oh, also, yeah, actually, what was the stuff here? So I just got a caravan call, which means an Alpon shows up here. And there's 2 shiny hunters and a slow digestion. What shiny hunter? I know what slow digestion is. That's the meal lasts longer, right? If I had to guess, it increases the probability of enemies you fight being shiny, which... Wow, that's pointless. Shiny enemies just don't matter anymore. It increases the chance of encountering rare monsters. That's exactly what I thought it was. And I have 40%, it goes up 4%, so when it maxes out, which I'm assuming these two are going to max it out, it's 10% more likely! Wow! It was already useless. Now it's extremely useless. Like, yikes! That is horrible! I'm looking at silent steps. Could help me sneak around areas that would be annoying. Mind you, at this point, could just power level my way through. Anyway, if you remember when we were gathering gossip, there's 2 quests we could do. I only talked for one of them, but there's a whole second quest we can do. And I did say I want to do an extra long part to make up for my rambling at the beginning. So,
Shall we put our heads together on this?
we heard that some people looked up in about the Weiser House. Being put in prison for violations of military discipline is not unheard of, I suppose. People are saying they're pretty tough as well. Supposedly it's all under security's purview. They don't know much for. Oh, is there any point in locking them up under the current circumstances? Oh, no, unless we ask security. It'd be nice to get some extra hands to help around the castle city. Do we even know why they're there? That's basically the question. I mean, you could very easily ask anyone around. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to tell you. Which, to be fair, that's basically what they agreed to. Alright. They're only going about 10 steps from where I was. Why, can we talk to you for a minute? Oh, wish a thing. What's up? Talking to you again. We had you got King soldiers locked up here, so... Oh, Sparks, even you've heard. I'll give you a break. Oh, since they struck a nerve. Oh, you're joking now, but just wait till you heard the story about the enemy that I tell you. I mean, look, I agree with Seeker's thinking. I want to work together in the city, I really do. The people they lock up for violating regulations have done some pretty heinous stuff in the past. Like the Stoma guy, one person, the chick called Zara. And then in this hothead Hondo in the mix. I think they have some kind of understanding cahoots with Croc and telling you thick as thieves. What are you suggesting? I think when they're let out, they'll get some hijinks. Hijinks? No, if it was just hijinks, I think we can consider ourselves lucky. To be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked they haven't been sent to the job already. I don't know if let them out. Maybe it'd be better to just do that and be done with it. Get the job, execution. The saying is, I think that they did enough to deserve that. Yeah, how about we start with that? What did they do to deserve to get locked up? Like, let's start with that. Like, we don't even know what they're being judged for. And what does Secret have to say? I'll leave the treatment to your discretion. Discretion! I ask! Like, tell me what to do. You utter shitbird! That is amazing considering this is the same cast that usually just uses Spark and Snuff all the time. But okay, we're going this direction now. Sorry. You get off my chest, so anyway, you want to see him? I kind of wish I did this one before I did the secret now, so there was just that air of uncertainty. Really, so if there is a routine, bro, they can take a pop at this. I need to stand the cell, right? Not exactly made of sticks. Come on, I'll introduce ya. Hey, how you doing? Oh, what's this? See, Taito Taita built the spirit of a strong fighter. Also, that's the body you're talking about. That's right, he's the main offender. Oh, you can't break us out or cut throats. I'll tell you though, it pays to be on our good side. I'm still not going to wind up actually. You have to go first in my hand, alright? Oh, you're the liberate the castle, aren't you? Come on, have a square. Go. You and us. I beg your pardon. Well, if we're waiting, Corsus, before we go misinterpreting that, I don't mean we'll go on a killing spree. So it's the best of us friend, you see. So well, better be here, inside, or like the cut of his jib. I think we'll get the outside one day again, three of us together. If we win, that is. But if we win? Well, your choice, I suppose, to keep us jailed till we die, makes follow you around, whatever you decide, go along with. Doesn't make it any easier. I mean, we could literally just reinforce the status quo. There is no benefit to us. Wait, aren't they calling criminals? Can't call for any judgment on them just like that. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but it's been a while, so I have to say it again. Do they even have a legal system in Ionios? Like, especially now that we have dethroned the queens? Like, they have a monarchy, but we have not seen any form of court or trial. This is about all we have in terms of jails. Actually, you know what I'm remembering? Oh, I'm gonna save for after this scene, because... wow. It's fine. It's fine. You're more than qualified to me. That's just fucking certain. Well, there we go. Since I can deal to me, come on, let's get to the fisticuffs already. What should we do? Well, right there, Ferris. Pipe down. Play nice. Let's get people figure out what to do. It's good to me. Just don't keep me waiting for too long.
We've made some new friends.
Okay, so, yeah, what I was thinking of, it's not even this game, it's Octopath Traveler. I brought that up in the Octopath LP because there's one random part of the map that had a jail cell, and that was the only thing that even resembled on Force. Like, one of these days I need to get around to doing Octopath 2. Like, it's on my to-do list. It's probably not going to happen for a while, though. Like, even if I didn't already say back during a feature redeem that I want to go back and do 2 at some point once I'm done at 3. So there's just other stuff I want to do. Like, these are big games. And I'm more likely to go back and do 2 than I am to do Octopath 2. Just because I actually own Xenoblade 2. I don't have Octopath 2 right now. I'm waiting for that game to go on sale. Which, I mean, like, it's a Square Enix game. It's going to go on sale. Like, if I had an open slot in my upload schedule at the time it came out, I may have been singing a different tune. But I didn't. But that's when I was doing my Adventure Sonic Hedgehog marathon, so... Whoops! Alright, Sarah. I told my talking earlier, so it's 3 boys, right? Yeah, but staying on topic, we've got you brown as a fiend and locked up in here. Valid question, because we still don't know what happened with the other guy. Some crime was blown up to a cantina. The salvage corpse is going to go salvage. As Rex would say, unforgivable. You don't waste the salvage as salvage. What a thing to do, right? It's no surprise they work so hard to get. I agree. Well, that's a new one to me. Why go and blow valuable supplies? I mean, who cares about that, really? I guess come to fight the 3 of us, right? No, I'm looking for motive here. Motive matters. I mind to fight whenever you are, but don't keep me waiting too long. 3 feet there. Oh, are you kidding me? I gotta fight all 3 of them. 0 situation, 1 out of 4? Just for Sarah? I'm going to talk to you all do it, make it stop. You know, I'm gonna go back and talk to you again. I accept your challenge or whatever. Well, so what comes you commit to be locked up here exactly? You know, the thing I was asking about a minute ago. Well, what's to you? Will I get to fight you alone if I talk? That depends on what you tell us. Well, this is what the point. I looked up for a crime of mass murder. What? A clear violation of military discipline. Simple enough reason, right? Okay, yeah, like... stealing from the salvage corpse. That's pretty bad, but, as much as I like to joke about crimes and stuff, like, yeah, you probably belong in here. Think about going now, guess just wasn't a soldier that the council could control. Besides the point, you're gonna fight me or not, out with it. Well, you're definitely not getting let out, pal. Alright, 3rd one. What did you do to get yourself in here? Well, a whole bunch of things to say. Used to work in the inspection branch. One day I raised a certain piece of intel. I don't think I did anything wrong. You tampered with evidence! It's like, I'm enough of an Ace Attorney fan to know what a big no-no that is. Now I haven't had a bad time in here, thanks Tom and Zara. But you know what? I don't feel like batting you wrote. But moseying on out of here, if you'd be so inclined.
We've made some
Get
new friends.
stuck! Alright, Sona. So what are you doing? You gonna fight them or what? I mean, I really want to fight them, I'm gonna be honest. Even though it's a terrible idea. But yeah, let's start with asking about the prisoners. They've been here a while now, all 3 of them. It's not like they can just walk out or anything, but during working hours, they're usually together. I feel thrown in my seat though. I seriously want them going in the worst way possible. Well, yikes. Okay. Can I ask about the prisoners again? You know what? Yeah, no, it's the same line. I imagine I'm probably not supposed to talk about wanting to fight yet. I don't want to break anything. Oh, officer, hello! Masha, you appear to be deeply stuck. And now it just looks like she's the one talking to the officer instead of us. So I heard John might be getting out soon. The very man who brought this order to was calling about a story and the intel. I know I won't be letting him out anytime soon. Okay, I mean... Alright. Actually, is there a... Let's... change shortcuts, Oh, not that. Why are buttons so difficult? Edit shortcuts. Yeah, swap characters because I was never using that, quest. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot I got that from the DLC. There's more battles, which... I don't really need an up-on gold coin. I already have 99. Alright, let's figure these ones out. There is Zerantomatu. Let's... How do I... Yeah, I want to track you. Yeah, before I go to Cadencia region, I want to make sure I've talked to everyone around here. Oh, there's a person here to talk to. It's Aggie! The other one. Oh, Anton is a good guy. We'll have to be going back to the city together. Like Yogi and Anton, we're going to be 3 loyal supporters of the lady. It's a big plan. But please pick someone else. Anybody else to simp over. Literally anyone else. You can pick one of the consoles. It would be a better pick than her. I'm sorry. Someone just hear that. But no, really, it's fine. What happened wasn't your fault. I mean, in an indirect way, it kind of was. So understand how you felt. Would have made Anton happy.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
What we need is some decent food. Don't you know you can't fight on an empty stomach? I mean, you're not wrong. Right, so go get mass supply of food to the city. Oh, I wonder. It's almost like we already did. Thomas, you violate military discipline during the Battle of Keves. If they ever heard of him, suggested he was a superb leftist pilot. The one who had a bit of an issue following orders. She was worried about whether she should free the guy or not. Personally, I'm against it. Okay, and your last one is here. So... figure out if Sarah's got anything around here. No? All of Sarah's are in Cadencia. Okay. Let's go! Oh, no, not there. They're all here. Just warp here, I'll run in a line. It's a fun line! Yay! Also, I need to BRB for a second, so pausing the recording. Okay, sorry about that. We are back. Let's see what everyone's got to say. We'd like to ask you about Sarah's story. Sure. I mean, Sarah's already locked up now, so I'm not sure what the difference it'll make. Then why not? I guess must have your reasons for asking, I suppose. Sarah used to be part of the Salvage Corps. She achieved much as a soldier and was well regarded by her nose in battle. But one day there was an incident on a mission to procure an airdrop supply container. I'm sure you probably know already, but for some reason she decided to blow up the container. Everyone was furious about the waste of supplies. It wasn't even like the message didn't see them or anything. Consul at the time therefore claimed she was supporting an insurrection and imprisoned her. How much you want to bet that they were smuggling bombs or something?
Oh, so that's how they're
Like,
doing.
that's how they're gonna try to say that she was somehow in the right. Can't wait for them to try to justify mass murder. That one's gonna be fun. Because you know, that's the angle they're going for. Is like, oh boy, that's the kind of thing that I would do. As a joke. But they're gonna play it straight. Alright, logistics guy. The girl, the blue Spaghettina might be getting released from prison. I'm hesitant, to be honest. I know it said she had Agnes's best interest in mind when she did it. I find that hard to believe. What do you... Oh, you probably just want to ask me if I want to go to the city or something. Are we prepared to send you groans and Agnus Castle pastures, please? No, we are not boarding. I just wanted to get the mark off of the map. There we go. Imagine we're getting all these marks just for the Xena stuff. We are gonna have to go back for the other two. Backwards and forwards. In this depressing thunderstorm. Like, I wish after playing Feature Redeemed, like, if nothing else, that they could have ported over the ability to change the weather along with changing the time. Like, at least like make that a post-game option, or maybe even like an unlock you get from Lane of Challenge. As far as I'm aware, that isn't something they added. Which, unfortunately, the internet doesn't know how to keep a secret, so I do know what's in there, but it's a matter for another part. Might be the next part at this rate. I might take a break to go to the Lane of Challenge, because the thing is, I don't want to just save the Lane of Challenge till like I'm done with all the quests, because at that point, like, what am I doing the Lane of Challenge for? Like, there's nothing left to be challenged over. Sarah? Yeah, I know her. She was a hot top for a while here. She was in the squad that mainly salvaged supplies and was stuffing capable soldier herself. I went suspecting as being targeted by an salvage team. Soldiers like her are invaluable. Salvage calls and supplies may be known as logistical teams. That doesn't mean they're like capable fighters. They're the ones who take necessary satisfaction, such as blowing up a container if the enemy is out to steal it. Even I always have to stay on my toes. You never know if something might happen. So that's it. That's what happened. Someone was out to steal the materials and she blew it up. And then the console found out and tried to pin it on her. Yeah, okay. I see.
Starting to get hungry now.
Okay, now let's... By you, Joder. You're right here. Starting again! I can't catch a break with you. Jojo is the reason that we lost a chance to take out the base in the wall with Keves. Oh, well, you did it. I tried asking him, and he felt refused to give a reason why. Stop mentioning the city really so big. But I wonder. In order to send a massive amount of food, so I dare say the population is greater than Agnus? These supplies are important to our friendship, but they're a lifeline too. Yeah, I get you. Okay. I'm not going over that elevator again. I still have another person after this I need to talk to. But how do you stay where he used to be in the intel? He was my subordinate. One day the guy destroyed some intel showed that Keves was making camp somewhere. For forces that seen intel, they could have ambushed the camp and won a crucial victory. Without the intel, we had no chance. There was a few casualties from himself that are lost as to why he didn't share the intel. I'm not actually sure.
Oh, so that's how they do
Like,
it.
I was able to piece together the other one pretty easily. This one I'm not so sure. Like, the only thing I can maybe guess is maybe he owed some people from Keves something, or maybe he felt bad for them. I don't know. Alright. And the last one, Toma. You've got to be kidding me. No, we are warping down there. We are not. We are not going down the elevator again. I'm crazy enough to do a lot of things. I am not crazy enough to turn this video into an elevator simulator. Yet. I'm not crazy enough to do it yet. Right. Please. I need to know how you're going to try to justify mass murder. I need to know. Alton was a man who cared deeply for his allies. You want to bet? The battle of Keves' school was on the verge of being completely massacred. The dirty mud have broke position to rear guard and charge right at them. But he can score retreat in the process.
It's all making sense.
No, it's not! Yours makes the least sense out of all of them. Alright, we're back to Agnus Castle. We're gonna have to do a mass discussion about all three of these nutters.
Let's rest and heal up.
Alright. Sort of Zara's, because you're the most obvious.
Hey, so can we talk?
Also, if we have to bit about Zara, you'd almost think she grew up feral or something. How do you consider blowing up supplies as anything but military discipline violation? That much is certain. But what are you... Did you forget what the last girl said? True, but something doesn't really add up here. Yeah, like, if I'm playing an insurrection, I should have started by blowing up some random supplies. Yeah, you're right, Uni. What's the point in that? She never claimed to be part of an insurrection. I guess the key here is to find out what her reason is for blowing up the Katina. Or just so something like, is it all the console didn't sentence her to death right away? Good point. Lons, you are unusually intelligent today. That's right, we love our brilliant dummy himbos. That is my favorite type of archetype. I have a type in these types of games and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like, if you know my favorite character from all three of the numbered Xenoblade games, like, you can immediately tell, yes, I absolutely 100% have a type, and I am not ashamed to admit it. I think I've mentioned it in other videos that, yeah, like, in 3 here, it's Tyon of Lance at a very close second. Like, Tyon definitely isn't dumb, but he definitely has his dumb moments. Xenoblade 1, Dumb Band, Xenoblade 2, Zeke. Very much a type. Good point. Usually in this situation, we offer the offender would get executed to send a warning to the rest of the colony. Perhaps the consuls also determine the value of keeping Zara alive. You can present a concrete theory as to why she got locked up and not executed. That could help our case a lot. Did you forget what the last lady said? Please! I have a theory. Me, I want to talk. What are you doing? You find out she's just free, she's just not a maniac. Well, fight her, I guess. It's what she wants anyway. We'll figure that. I guess we should go see her then. We're probably gonna end up fighting them anyway. Alright, tell them the situation.
Everyone, a moment of your time?
I can't wait to hear this. I can't believe what Toma told us. It seems he got locked up for the crime of mass murder. But we also heard that he took Beerguard in order to let his comrades retreat. He was fighting to save his comrades. Such a large number of Quetzi soldiers. Oh, were you going to claim that that's your mass murder? That you slaughtered a bunch of people that you were at war against? I mean, yeah, I guess technically you're not wrong, but there's a difference when you're killing people when you're in a war and when it's just mindless slaughter. Well, it's not like he did these guys any favors. He was just fighting his enemy, right? That's what you're all taught to do. Certainly. That would be the noble thing when you just in the flame clutches. Excuse my speculation. Didn't he extract the flame from his enemies he defeated, or what? But he didn't extract flame from his enemies he defeated, did he? I mean, you admitted yourself it's speculation, so I'm not going to comment on it. But yes, it's very far-fetched. He's blinded by rage, like you said. I think he was more preoccupied with questioning those divesting than anything else. You raise a good point. Exactly, that's someone's flame. So someone's flammable and aliveness. Not from the consul's point of view. That wasting good flame would have been cause enough to lock him up. Well, this song group hear me out. That the consul could have solved this more easily if he just snuffed on the spot. Good point. So you have to consider Thomas' deeds. He went in favor of the troops, despite irking the consul. Executing him for valiantly saving the lives of fellow soldiers would have backfired massively. He was right. Being a consul's honest, that's for certain. There's some ways to explain why it would have been far easier for the Gaunts to lock him up under false pretenses. So then, perhaps it's possible not to only convince him not to fight us, but also to free him from prison. I mean, we could, but I still really want to fight these people. Like, genuine question. What would have happened if I picked I want to fight them? I'm gonna check that after this. Like, can I fight them and win? Like, if I fight them, win and let them go anyway, like, would anything have changed? Well, I don't want fighting them either way. But we'd be saved a lot of fuss if you could talk about it somehow. Some way to find out. Tell him to sell and see what we can do. Alright, last one, Jonder.
So, can we talk?
So the story is Jonder destroyed Keves Castle and therefore caused damage to Agnus' position. History here is why he likely destroyed intel that had crucial info and then became so whereabouts. We did one far beyond a violation of military discipline. Could have easily been sentenced to death for it. Oh, tell me about it. Soldiers aren't always getting killed by enemies you don't see coming. Couldn't until it's worth its weight in gold. It's an important question. Why is Jindra still alive? So why is the camera focused more on Masha than me? Like, seriously, she's taking up so much screen space. It's weird. I need to ask the guy himself what the donation of that intel was. That'd be quicker for sure. Yeah, let's go ask him. Fine, let's be boring.
Let's move out.
Alright, Exhibit A. Also, you filled up for a fight, are you? Before that, something you want to make sure. Do you think you murdered multiple Kevesi soldiers? Oh, did you miss it the first time around? Of course I did! You still left it during the incident, didn't you? Well, now, someone's done the research. Yeah, kills 12 tone of the enemy in 11ness. Didn't you stay behind glass to fight them off? You can say you're fleeing comrades if I'm not mistaken. Oh, they spoke at you! Anyway, yeah, that's also right. Know what the enemy, I'll know what the colony they came from. But they sure didn't know stuff about fighting honorably. Those honorable mutters, all of my friends made me go right off the deep end. I had to get my guys still breathe out of there. One just had to get away with it. I was too drained to be my brain, so I got into 11ness and made him regret even being alive. So there's to it. Right now, it is what happened. Oh, don't let me tell you, this is going to make a lick of difference, though, is it? Not yet. I feel like everyone's probably got kinds of stories to an extent. Are you finally ready now? Can't be waiting long enough. Before we fight, there's something I want to confirm with you. Specifically, the reason that you booked the container. I want to see you. It's not like I can make the supplies actually come back. True. Just book a container for no reason. It's a be out of your mind. You don't seem to be. Now, it's funny that you mention that, because I was out of my mind when I booked that container. Or perhaps you noticed that the container had been booby-trapped. That's literally what I have been saying the entire time. It's exactly what the person mentioned. Ellipses. Oh, you don't have to be out of your mind. Sacrifice supplies and protecting your comrades. No one called a flawless plan. Can't see why it would be creatures enough to violate military discipline. You really like those two words, don't you? If one knew the container did have something lethal in it, believing it would be perfectly justifiable. The real question is, why were you locked up in the first place? Oh, lethal? What do you mean lethal? Could have been something explosive or poisonous. You didn't know what was inside, but you had a feeling, didn't you? So I don't think that airdrop supplies could have something like that in them, unless the console has something to do with it. Indeed, it's impossible to see why the console could have thought of something fiendish like that. There you go. That's the last hole in the theory. And since blowing up so you only get supplies is a big no-no. You got so perfect pretext to set you up. No theory, but the last time I checked, there is some kind of sort of evidence. Yes, she is correct. Indeed, what good is reasoning that pictures you in a favorable light? The simplest, most straightforward reason would be that you were out of your mind at the time. You read this, though. I had fun listening to your theory. These night skills aren't too bad either. Here's what really happened. It's what they blew up the cantina. You serious? And like I said before, the cantina was indeed booby-trapped. Well, you knew something was up before the incident, didn't you? He and returned home and been locked up, been long friends. And I'd been livid about his arrest, just kind of let it slide. So I was looking into it, I began to pick up the console was hiding something in the cantina. So he went on Savage Core to procure it. I blew it up, hoping he's against the mud himself. Yikes, okay, take it all back, maybe she is loopy. Yes, very loopy. Also was the girl that I was sniffing around, so he raided the cantina. I would happy died alongside him for meets, but didn't go to plan, so I ended up here in the slam instead. I started a hunch that my, or rather our enemy was a Keves. I don't need to call it a hunch anymore. I've long wondered what people like you guys were like, so I fought with the consoles. But, oh no, this is, I want to know what music looks like type of scenario. Isn't it? For I love a Spox! Not yet. We still have a third person to talk about. John Doerr! Oh, for a fight then. Not quite, you still have some things you'd like to ask first. You need to get your hands on Keves intel. Would you share with Agnus? Why? I'll get straight to the point again, I see. Surely squashing intel about Keves wouldn't have been in your best interests. Alright, sit back, relax, let John Doerr tell you a story. I got much else better to do anyway. After I investigated the Keves until they found my hands, I discovered that it was fake intel created by our console. What? 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 I cannot make that sound right no matter how I try, I'm sorry. Seems like they weren't too happy about it. Let's get more powerful and trying to crush us. I don't know what was going through their head. Don't even begin to make sense. They just thought that screw with us was the easy way to fill the Kevesi's flame cloak. We're the ones who made the console so powerful. So they treat us. Most of what it does. So I destroyed the intel so that my friends could withdraw from that pointless battle and limit the casualties. Why did you talk about this to anyone? Absolutely no way I'd have talked to my friends about it. Otherwise the console would have drawn him in. Thankfully the mother can't hurt us anymore. Talking about it now as if to the weight off his shoulders it has. I've got zero regrets as well. Got to meet Tom and Zeri here after all. And their class. At least now you don't have to bear the burden on your own anymore. Well, she's right. You're not living under the console's eye anymore. Cheer up, mate. If you get here, maybe you were talking about what's on my mind a bit more often. Still not yet, because I want to check something real quick. Okay, I'm going to be right back, because I want to... Oh, I still need to ask questions. No. It's not that. It's, quest. This one. No, not that. It's the 3 feats. I want to look up real quick, like, is there an optional thing, like, if you fight them or not? Say, if the rewards are better if I fight them, then I'm going to fight them. Okay, so there is actually an A round and B round, depending on whether or not you fight them or not. But the experience difference is inconsequential. It's like 600 or 700 experience difference. Like, it shows the 3140 experience. That's the low end. The high end will go closer to 4,000 experience. And then there is also the items, which honestly, neither of them are that good. One of them is an increased aggro every second type, which, I mean, it's not awful, but it's whatever. And the other one is just increased defense by 10 percentage points, which I know for a fact I have better than that. And also, if you were wondering, the quest ends the exact same way. Like, they end up joining the city no matter what. Alright, Suna. So what are we doing? You gonna fight with them or what? Or fine. Guess I need time to think. Fine. Do this in order. We'll start with Tahoma here. Oh, what? Still got something you need from me? Oh, we're heading off till Suna from your internal security about your story. We won't be long. Wait, what? No, I wanted to fight, bro! I wanted to fight! Oh, there you are. Where have you guys been? We just talked to you like 5 seconds ago. That's how you develop those riches. Before I get to that, we'd like to find out if you know anything more about what Toma did. I mean, that's meta, but as far as I remember, he indiscriminately killed a load of Kevesi without extracting their life. That the gods at the time to arrest him and lock him up in here. Very tell you that your crafty console with the truth about what really happened. Huh? What do you mean? Well, let's just... sorry. Voices, hard. Let's explain. Sorry, Noah's voice is just so plain. It's so easy to just spill over from whoever's voice I was using last. Especially if it was one of the male characters. Oh, what the? So he was fighting to save his comrades? That wasn't in the report. Like we said, I also bent the truth to make it seem like he was fighting for fighting's sake. Not for his comrades' lives. How now that I think about it, there were some guys in my town who just survived the battle. Although someone could have definitely tried to extract flame from the enemy. It sounds right to say that he had his reasons to do what he did. That settles it then. There's no reason to doubt you guys went to freed us from the cloak after all. I also got no reason to doubt that Toma knew would have done everything for his comrades and for Agnus. Oh, well, thank you. Guess what? You're free. No fight required. I've been all since I had proper fresh air. Tastes better than I remember. Alright, time to fight. I could bet. Should be thankful to Noah and the others for that. Well, you're both thankful to them. I'll touch you too, of course. But really, we're gonna fight, right? Just don't get yourself in any more trouble, okay? Busy enough as it is. Oh, we'll do that when it's this nice outside. Don't you worry, there's one bit. Still a capable soldier, believe me. Oh, doesn't it sound like you don't do anything to me? Can't believe I'm doing a perfectly good fight for this. Although, yeah. Look, I'm already getting more experience than that one quest would have given just for this. Toma found Levinus to protect his comrades, but the council jailed him for it. Understanding this at last, Suna freed him.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
1 down, 2 to go. Alright, Zara, you're next. Huh? You need more from me now? What's Suna about Zara's story? Wait, no! Yes! I meant yes! Well, we're going to explain your story to Suna from security. Just hold on for a bit. If I fight anyone, be quick about it. I don't have my life in danger any longer than necessary. I'm just gonna talking to Sarah for her side of the story. We think the witches is freeing her from prison. Wait, seriously, you can't let her go? Oh, we can't let her go. That's what I said. I'm not rereading that though. Considering she faced it, so getting me all by herself, we think you'll see why she sets you free. Great, as in size? Saying she can go toe-to-toe with Levis or something? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. She has the power to grow immediately. In fact, she could have just grown to escape herself at any given time. She's just being nice this whole time. Just live with that little shrapnel of fear, until you inevitably let her go. I don't mean that kind of great. But, she blows her own stuff up, right? She decides to blow up the castle. That's what I'm thinking about. Look, if she wants to blow up the castle, I want to join in. We already have to let the mass murderer go. I don't want to give up the bomb specialist too. But we gotta. Oh look, she had a reason for what she did. Let's explain. The power of fate to black. That's a whole lot taken. Won't lie. Seeker trusts you guys. In either case, Seeker was the one who left it up to my discretion. Or to my discretion if you guys think she isn't guilty, and sharing guilty to me. Thank you so much. Alright, now play Freebird. I used to think about she had a prison now. Well, now see this house came to free your person, you won't go around bro stuff up, you got that? No promises. Of course, don't worry about it. I'll just blow stuff up for no reason, Oh, really now. No, that's my job. Get in there if you don't want to see the bombs.
Seriously, don't go do anything too outrageous, okay? I know. I guess big time after all. Quest 2 of 3, quest complete. 3 feeds Sarah, which gives the exact same experience as Gold and SP. The container Sarah blew up was actually a trap set by the console. Upon learning this, Suna freed her. Alright, Andrew, you're going out too. Wait, you still need to ask me questions. Alright, tell her. I'll look at some story to suit up skinny. We'll be alone. What's up, buddy? Do you need something? Well, we've heard John do his whole story. Whole story? What's this about? Who's Grover? Oh yeah, it's you. Don't mind Grover, he's here on the other business. He fades to the background pretty easily. You're telling me? It's like he's not even there. If you just put your hand over your screen, he's not even there. Yeah, I just have a suitable present. Sorry, my hand is still over the screen. I couldn't read the last part of the text box. I actually thought I said personality before I put my hand down. But anyway, here's what happened. Fate to Black Power was initiated. Oh, this is really hard to credit. He was going up against the console. Does not mean that he didn't do anything wrong after all. Why are you so surprised? We just told you the other two are innocent. What he did was undoubtedly a violation of military discipline. Ah, there's that term again. So then. Well, if what would tell us is true, Joe only went against military discipline in order to save acting lives. And then he went to jail without ever telling us why he did what he did. Well then, he was keeping locked up in here, right? Oopsies. Well, he was a capable guy, give you that. But should I say him being too capable is what got him into that mess. Just give us trouble, that's the next person. What do you think? Okay, I think we're like going to go. Take responsibility for anything that happens. But that's only make my life easier. Not that much. Or if he tries anything funny, throw him back in prison and throw away the key. I'm sure I won't have to come to that. Oh, you think you'd be here too? Oh, don't you niggas into twist. We'll do no bad, promise. Especially after you guys got me out of the slammer. All we did was listen to your story. Nothing special about that. Yeah, we listened to your story. We also went and gathered gossip from across multiple different regions of the world. And then we gossiped with ourselves to figure out what we thought the story was. And then we basically forced you to tell us. And we did that for your friends too. But yeah, nothing special. This one quest line is taking like half an hour. Briefing is Jandor. Jandor was locked up for wiping fake until the console had circulated. Hearing this, Suna freed him. It's the exact same words as everything else. Alright, well, they're all free now, so what are we doing now? Oh, they're here now. Say, you think it's the right choice in the mock? Oh, wait, you want to throw back the slammer? Don't know if there's any particular problems. They'll be working for the good of the castle now, right? What? We really want to fight you guys. These are going to leave this place, so I guess I'll settle. It's fine. I'll fight you. Same here. I think this man rotten in jail. Right, he's not really digging the jail vibe too much. I'm saying, are you really sure? No, this is coming back on me, okay? Well, if it's all going nuts to handle it, relax. So you can leave to discretion. Anything, the responsibility is his. Ouch! I mean, he's not wrong. Oh, wow. That is some manipulation if I've heard it. Hey, that's a good point. It happens I'm also very gullible. They've her in my custody, but Seeker's the one in charge. Well, in that case, why don't we make him his bodyguards or something? Oh, I'm sure he's going to love that. Yes. Send them all to be Seeker's bodyguards. He will love you for it forever. It's not a bad plan at all. They perform well as a personal security detail. I'm so in this position. Fine, but I want to be there when they show up out of their cell, like without even cuffs or anything. Like, I want to see his reactions. Like, what did this crazy lady do? Why are they walking free? Right, you had him. Get out of here. Don't knock on my doorstep again. That's a beautiful chest. And Student Seeker's in it. Alright, friends, time to get to work. Wow. Out of jail, and you have a job within the hour. Incredible. Due to the discovery of extenuating circumstances, all three of the fiends were freed. Will be put to work guarding VIPs from now on.
Feels good, doesn't it?
We're on to 3 stars now. Nice. Look, I'm sorry. I really need to see what Seeker has to say about this. And again, I did warn it was going to be a long part. There's John Doe and Toma, which I am curious about their input too, but I'm really curious about Seekers. Also, should even be to have rotten console. Most numbers have been bringing me up to speed. This is what it means to be free, eh? Get used to this. Well, I really thought I have ended up on the rubbish heap for long before my homecoming. Sometimes it's good to stay quiet, huh? Like, genuine question, what happens to them once, like, they pass their 11th birthday, right? What happens? Like, obviously they're not going to celebrate their homecoming anymore because they're not going to their queens. And even if they did, like, there's no way Melia and Nia are going to perform that now, knowing what it actually is. So, again, what are they going to do? Or for that matter, Noah, Neo, why are you still sending people on? You know what that means. You're just putting them back in the cycle. You spend a bunch of years in the clink. You come out, the world's changed. I'm not constant anymore. The queen's gone. Well, she's not gone. In fact, I could bring her out right now if I wanted to. It's like I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay, so I need to know, where is Seeker? Oh, those ugly mothers look down on us merely toiled for them like slaves. Like how you feel right now, it's just let me just have to play nice. Enduring the days. So the city was once obliterated by Mobius. Yes. It was, yes, but now that we've got our land back, it's finally come for us to strike back. I mean, technically the city was obliterated by Mobius twice. I mean, there was the time in this game, and then there's also the flashback time that happened during Feature Redeemed. I mean, really, that was just N, but N is still Mobius, so it still counts. Was it Aggie? Is it Aggie? It's correct, or Augie? I thought you would go and ask Gondra to be sure. Aggie and Hoggy.
Sounds like a scoop.
Oh, container. Almost ran off without it. Where is Seeker? I need to know. You're Suna. Okay. You're back in your normal spot. Fine. I'm totally won't know what to say. Thanks for taking care of the trio back there. Oh, no, it's fine. You made a free choice to get involved with that. Okay, well, please, Seeker, can you tell me to stop dishing out so many of those brutal tasks? Oh, well, sure. I'll try to find some way to get there across tactfully. Sometimes I think the Seeker just belongs to small species and just loves tedious work. Well, as a matter of fact, Seeker! Your subordinate had some very choice words for you. I just think you really deserve to know. Seeker. Please. Seeker. He's on Agnus Castle. It's the only explanation. He's not here. Who are they guarding? They're supposed to be guarding Seeker. Like John Doe and the other two. Right? Wait, I want to check this too since I unlocked this now. Not this one, but I will check this too. Yeah, we're actually not that rich anymore. I want to know what the Napon has to sell. to have a look at
I
Rez.
suppose I should try and be thrifty.
I don't have any of these. They might be rare, so I'll buy it. Thinking as much. Oh, you know this? The new things have been released. Stuff me. What's Secret thinking? What is Secret thinking? I'm wondering. Well, it seems like charges against him are false. Consistent because some great to wager. I couldn't even see their character models. I'll be honest. Rocky's quirky. Freedom is simply best. Blah, 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 blah. I've already read this. Welcome in, job.
Suppose I should try and be thrifty.
No. Please don't bother. Not need anything. Okay, sorry, I need to make sure I talked to you before. It doesn't show that for shop owners. Alright, Seeker. Please. If you're not here, then I need to know. Wait, is that you? Seeker! I found you! Finally! Why were you hiding? Well, I hear from Maggie that things aren't going well in the city right now. Well, did you have any ideas to help them out? Well, we were thinking we'd send on food supplies, but Meg seems to be adamant that food supplies are exactly what they'll want. So you have no comment whatsoever for the fact that we just released a bunch of criminals in your name. Okay, grief, I just got lost my sense of direction. Is it busy, Ben? Where should I bring these supplies? Alright, imagine you should bring in the supply team. Peak busyness. I've got a whole bunch of these I need to talk about. I'll talk about any of them that aren't tied to quests, but if there's any that are tied to quests, I'm going to save those for another part. It's like, I know I said it'd be a longer
I've
part,
been craving some downtime.
but we're hinging on 2 hours. I need to call it quits. Okay, so I can't do the peak business one, but the other 2 I can. Oh, I need Gondor on for this one.
Hey, so can we talk?
I can look here, like, always right behind you, huh? Oh, not literally always. Like, right now, they're off doing this type of thing. You want to bet? Do you really want to bet? Like, they're here at Agnus Castle. They could come up behind your back at any... Like, they could come up behind you any second. How long have they been with you? Who is that? Is that Tyon? Like, they take up a lot of screen space. I forget. They worked for House Random as long as I can remember, though. It's actually those two who've looked at me most in terms of tyke. That makes sense. Random's family's got a lot going on. Raising kids is like way down the to-do list. Ah. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm sob-story mind. I got my other side spot more than once. The economy was the only reason they followed me to that prison. Could have put their heads on the chopping block at any point, right? What does anyone trust that for you? I know I can trust them. But I bet if they heard you saying that, they'd be themselves force of joy. My lady, you're too kind. Too true. The way you dags never tell hear me. Or else. See, I was almost about to compliment her, and then that last line showed up. Nah, but my opinion stays the exact same.
Hey,
I have zero respect for the
Can we
Sudere
talk?
trope. How I managed to get through Xenoblade 2 is a miracle. Like, I'll get to that monster when I get to that. Well, you know, sturdy guy, you know, even I wouldn't have to do any more of that prison labor crap. Those episodes just had to do it every day at the prison camp, right? Talk about rough. And some of them have been in prison for 10 years or more. Real world, that's like working from our first term right through to the 10th, and then some. That must take incredible willpower. The city have fought against Mobius for years and months, beyond accounting. The resilience fostered by enduring such strain must be what helped them survive. Well, that makes kind of sense. This is a lesson there that we could better learn too. About, I don't know, honesty or something. Diligence. Don't take things for granted. One of those. Well, it just goes to show they know a thing or two about sacrifice too. For ways to go. I swear, when I first started reading, I was like, show them a thing or three. It's like, oh no. I can't escape it. Banana's huge! Yeah, we best shore up our resolve so we can stand alongside them without shame. 100 more experience! Okay. The part's been going on for an hour and 40 minutes. I think it's time to call the parts. I'm gonna clean the clothes, and then we're gonna end it. Thank you all for watching. But yeah, I was actually planning on doing a break of Xenoblade after Feature Redeemed, but considering there was so much stuff I needed to get out there in an actual video after what happened with Feature Redeemed, I just deemed I needed to do that. And then I mean, Xenoblade happened. Like, it's addicting. It's not as it could be. Like, I'm not on Feature Redeemed mode where I want to do 10 parts at once. And heaven forbid, I know I mentioned at one point I was considering doing Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm really glad now that I didn't. Because, look, let me put it this way. If you were annoyed that I did daily uploads for about a month of Xenoblade, Tears of the Kingdom would have been that for like 6 months. Maybe longer. It would have been absurd. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Next time, honestly, I'm feeling Land Challenge. Either that or we're going to finish this area off. Like, it's one of those two. Can't really imagine anything else happening. So, yeah, I will see you then.
We have to keep track of our progress.
Take care, stay safe, have a good one. Bye-bye.